Cool. So welcome to our team call. As you know, I'm Catherine Zinkina, and so I'm the leader of Team Goal Diggers, and this is originally my team call to my downline, but I opened it up to whoever wants to join, and I'm so glad to have all of you here. So I'm just going to start the screen share, and I hope you guys can all see what I'm doing. If you can't, somebody text me or something and let me know that it's not working, because I won't be able to hear you. Okay. Give me the thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay, awesome, because I can see some of you. All right, so today's topic is really, hold on, let me just make sure I can, whatever, we can just leave it this way. So today's call is just all about the power of consistency, which is something that I preach all the time because of this book, The Compound Effect. If you have not read this book, I highly recommend it. Like, the first book that you should have read as a coach should be The Compound Effect. And, you know, it's not just for Beachbody. It's not even really business related. It's pretty much life related. It's for, I mean, it can relate to everything, and I just love it. And it has some really great concepts that have stuck with me since I became a coach. And so I want to show the compound effect and the power of consistency and how it relates to your postings as a coach. Because I know I've seen a lot of my coaches and a lot of coaches in my downline who will post like just once or twice a week, and then they never know why their business never took off. And so I just want to show you why it's important to post all the time and show you some cool case studies with Lindsay Matway, Amy Silverman, and as well as my very first post in this business, which is really embarrassing because I noticed so many social media don'ts in my own posts. So that'll be cool. And before we get started, just a couple announcements. I know there's a lot of brand new coaches on here, and I just want to get through a couple announcements. Why isn't this moving? Okay. Just want to get through a couple announcements. First, I want to start with recognition. This pertains to my downline. If you're not directly a downline, obviously your name is not here. And if you just qualified for Success Club today, you're not going to be here either, because I made this last night at like 11 p.m. So 23 new coaches were added to the team, and I think that's really cool. You know, the team is growing, and it's great. We have 3 people in Success Club 10, Amy Rasmussen, Ariel Council, and me. And then nobody's between. We just have 10 plus, and then we have a lot of almost theirs. So we have Elena Hartz with 4, Emily Eastwood with 4, Brooke West with 3, Danielle Kohler with 2, Michael McClellan with 2, Allison Barrows with 2, Brittany Westbrook with 2, Kayla Rogers with 2, and Lindsay Downey with 2. So that, I think this is awesome. And just a reminder for all of you, if you don't know what Success Club is, there's some great videos on YouTube that explain, you know, how to get to it, what it is, and why it's so important. And basically, it's just, if you sell a challenge pack in this business, you get 2 points. If you sell Shakeology on Home Direct, it's 1 point. You get a collection of 5 points. That's Success Club 5. If you get 10, that's Success Club 10. And another thing that I just wanted to talk about was the power of events. And a lot of new coaches, they come into the business and they don't realize that there's a lot of amazing events in this business, like Summit. I mean, we just came back from Summit, so you guys are probably seeing like our social medias just blow up with pictures of Summit. And we also just had a social Super Saturday this Saturday, and it was great. And so I just want to, you know, talk to you guys about why it's important to go to events. And basically, this business is so isolating. And, you know, we're all here in your office, in your kitchen, you know, driving, and I mean, not driving, you're in your cars, whatever, doing your business on your phones. You're all alone, you know, you're staying up at night and you're just working, and you forget that there's so many other coaches that are out there doing the same thing as you, and you don't really realize, and you don't really see this business coming alive unless you go to events. And so Summit is really where the magic happens, and Super Saturday is a quarterly event, and I basically say it's like a mini summit because it really is. Corporate makes a cool video for you. You get to meet with other coaches. There's usually free Shakeology. Guests can come for free. I know we have trainers that come, master trainers that come, and we did size at my Super Saturday. It's just like a great event, and they're all over the place. So you just have to look it up. There's a nice listing that Beachbody provides. And I would just highly recommend that you go to an event. And Summit is sold out, but you can get on the wait list. And Super Saturday rarely ever sells out. And there's so many all over the country. You just have to find one that's local to you and just go ahead and see what it's all about. Now, Success Starters program is amazing. If you're brand new, you should aim for Success Club Starters, because this is your free ticket to Summit. So even if it's sold out, you get to come into Summit for free. And it's, it's great. Amy was there for free in this last Summit. And so basically, if you earn Success Club 5, the first 3 months of your business, you get a free ticket to Coach Summit. And I found a statistic, which I thought was pretty cool. It says new coaches who achieve Success Starter status earn on average 7 times more than other coaches, which is pretty cool. And then there should be, is this the last one? No. Okay, so 2 more quick announcements. Team Beachbody Cup. Team Beachbody Cup is something that actually changed my business. My first one was last July. It was right after Summit. And then Beachbody Cup is another quarterly thing that Beachbody has going on for us. Basically, it's a competition where we get into teams of 5, and it's a competition of which team collectively earns the highest amount of Success Club points. And so you can pair up with any coach in a network. It is not, you do not have to be on the same team. You don't have to have the same sponsor coach. And basically you compete for which team collectively gets the most amount of Success Club points. And it's such a great competition. They offer awesome prizes. You don't have to be the top 10 team to get a prize. There's prizes in different tiers. And it's a great motivation to really push in your business. My first, the month before my first cup, I remember I could never push past Success Club 7. And the month of Team Cup, I was able to push myself to Success Club 30 the next month, which was incredible. And it really opened up my mind to see that I am capable of earning however many Success Club points that I need, that I've set my mind to. So it's just a great push. And if you have not registered for it, we start August 1st. You can find a team, post in the groups, say I need a Team Cup team, and just gather your 5, and you guys can all register, and you can find more information at this link on the bottom. It's just teambeachbody.com/teambeachbodycup. And then last announcement, Girlboss Bootcamp. So this is open to the whole team, and it starts on Wednesday. And we call it Girlboss Bootcamp, but there are some male coaches on here, so it's for you too. We just like to call it Girlboss. It's like the new trend. And then this is for new coaches, old coaches, discount coaches. Every coach, they bring into this business if you bring them into this business this week, or if you sign up, I don't know, a month ago, a year ago, doesn't matter. This is for you. If you want to revive your business, if you want to learn the basics, if you want to really learn our best tips for how to take off your business, this is where it's all going to happen. And it's a group, and we're going to work on your confidence. We're going to give you your best tips, our best tips. And there's also going to be a push to Emerald at the end with a combined clean eating challenge that we're all going to run together. So if you're someone who, isn't very confident in running your own group, or you're just unsure of how to do it, we're going to run a free clean eating challenge all together. So you're going to see exactly how it works, and it's going to be, really big, and there's going to be lots of participation, and you can just see the magic of a challenge group coming to life. And then, we're hoping that will raise your confidence, so then you can, start your own challenge group from there. So if you haven't run a free clean eating challenge, this is where you're going to learn as well. Okay, so, I have 40 minutes. I don't want to blab on all night about the announcements. So let's just get into the meat of the call, and it's the power of consistency. So in this book, The Compound Effect, that I love so much, that's actually a little, right over here is a little chart from The Compound Effect. And basically it talks about how little, seemingly insignificant choices that you make every single day will compound and become the reality of your life over time. So what I mean by this is like what's related to fitness. If you work out today, you're going to wake up tomorrow, probably going to be sore, but you're going to look in the mirror, you're going to step on the scale or take your measurements, and you're not going to see a difference. I mean, most likely you won't see any difference. Then you're going to do it again. Tomorrow you're going to work out again. The next day you wake up, no difference, right? But over time, over, I don't know, a month, 2 months, 3 months, your body just seems to transform and you don't even notice it happening before your eyes. And so this relates to our business. And primarily what I mean by is posting and sharing about the business and how being consistent with the 3 vital behaviors every single day. Let me just move you guys out of the way right over here. Okay, now I can see better. So the exact same thing happens in our business. Like the 3 vital behaviors are very simple tasks. Inviting 3 to 5 to 10, whoever, pick a number and just invite a certain amount of people every single day. Very simple to do. You're sitting on a computer or you're on your phone and you just send a message to someone. I mean, it's very simple to do, but it's also very easy not to do. But also like working out, very easy to do. You know, just commit to a workout, do your 30 minutes and you're done. And also personal development. We say 10 pages, 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes is so easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So doing those simple tasks every single day will compound into a successful business. And so that is what I mean by consistency and the compound effect in terms of your business. So 3 to 5 posts a day, every single day is, you know, just a general guideline for how many posts you should be making. But most coaches are like, what should you even post about? How do you know what to post about? You know, what, like, for instance, I came into this business never posting once. I mean, I would post every now and then on Facebook, but it would be very sporadic. It would probably be once a week. I only had like 100 friends on my Facebook page at the time. You know, they were just people that I actually knew. My Instagram, I had a personal account and I made a brand new one just for this business. So I pretty much started at zero in this business. And so I had to learn, you know, from other coaches, like what should I post about? I had to model other coaches and see, you know, what makes them successful. And so something that I learned from probably Lindsay Matway, I think, and it's like find your passions. So find your 5 passions and just rotate them. So find things that are part of your daily life that you want your followers to know about you. And these are mine, for instance. I wrote these down on my whiteboard just to remind myself if I ever don't know what to post about, I just know to go back to my 5 passions. Fitness and health. So we all know to post about Shakeology and post about your 21-day fix containers. Did you work out today? Post about it. But there's also, you don't want to bore your followers. You want to be so predictive. You don't want to be only fitness. Beachbody is just one part of your life. So for instance, my other passion is animals. So I'll post about my dog. I'll post about my chickens. Humor, I love humor. I'll find funny videos, funny memes all the time. You can post about that. Travel, I love to travel. So I'll either, you know, ask my followers, you know, what's your dream vacation? Or, you know, I like to do this in my photo day challenges for my challenge groups all the time. Ask about their favorite exotic vacations or whatever, because I'm obsessed with travel. So, and then freedom, business, you know, posting about how, like, for instance, you know, I'm a full-time coach right now. I just graduated college, but I have no other plans to do anything but Beachbody business right now. So I'm really enjoying the freedom of it, that I can choose my own hours, that I don't have to wake up to an alarm clock if I don't want to, that I can call off the night whenever I want. If I want to work, I can work. If I don't want to work, I don't have to work. So I want to talk more about that and, you know, show people the freedom in this business. That's another thing I'll post about. And then, so those are your 5 posts. And you never, again, I said, you never want your page to be only Beachbody products. You want it to be all about you. You are your own business. You are your own brand. Find out what your strengths are, what your passions are, and just post about that. And then, okay, so as a brand new coach, you'll notice that your first posts don't get very much engagement. And this happened to me, happens to everyone. It happens. You'll see it happens to Lindsay Matway, who is, you know, one of my favorite coaches to follow. You'll see that happens to Amy Silverman, some of your Amy Silverman followers. It happens to all of us. And a lot of coaches get very discouraged that, you know, even for me, it took me like the first, 60 days of being a coach and consistently posting every single day for me to finally get some traction in this business. Because quite honestly, nobody really trusts you in the beginning. If you're just coming out of nowhere and promoting health and fitness, people are going to kind of look at you weird for a second. And it's going to take a little while for them to get adjusted to the changes that are occurring on your social medias. And after they're accustomed to those changes, they're going to start getting really curious. So you have to be really consistent. And again, I had many post crickets. And so just so you know, remember, the power of consistency, the compound effect, is still at work. And let me show you some case studies, because I like case studies, because I got a degree in biology, and this is all we did. Okay, so Exhibit A, Lindsay Matway. So I just want to show you some of her old posts. So this is 2010, and she just posts about Shakeology. As you notice, there's no pictures here. She just made paragraph posts, and you'll see 3 likes, 14 comments, 11 likes, 7 comments. That's still really good for us coaches. That's really good. I'm assuming that she's been in the business for, I hope this didn't pop up because we're running out of time. Okay, I think you'll let me know. But anyway, so 11 likes, 7 comments, blah, blah, blah. So, and then you'll notice that the next one, she's talking about P90X. So excited right now, going to do P90X. You know, she's making her posts, getting, you know, some likes, some comments, whatever. Now, this is 5 years ago or 4.5 years ago. And so, you know, as a coach, you're going to learn more about how to post, social media do's and don'ts, how to improve your posts. This is all stuff that you're going to progress with. And you just have to learn. I learned from YouTube tutorials. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to make pretty pictures. I listened to podcasts on how to target Instagram followers and stuff like this. Is just stuff that you have to learn. And so Lindsay Matway obviously learned about this, and she was very consistent, because these are posts that I found 2 days ago, or well, I found them last night, but they're from this week. So as you can see, this post over here has 1.4K likes, 1,400 likes, and 47 comments. And it's just a picture of her saying she's going to date night. I mean, it's just something random. It's just because she's been so consistent with her posts. She's gotten a lot of followers from her posts, that, you know, her posts have gotten a lot of traction. And so no matter what she posts about, people are going to notice and they're going to be interested in. And then this other post has about 500 likes, 42 comments, and she's talking about how thankful she is for her business and her team. Now, Amy Silverman is another example. I love Amy Silverman. If you don't follow her, follow her. She's very different in the sense that she has her own unique way of running her business. And, you know, she has tattoos and she's very edgy, and I love her. And I scrolled all the way back to 2011. And so I found a Flex, I guess you'd call Flex Friday picture with 1 like, okay? And then a progress photo. We all know how scary it is to post progress photos. We all know, you know, progress photos are basically like our personal advertisements for our business. But, you know, even progress photos in the very beginning aren't going to get very many likes. It's just the nature of being a brand new coach. And so as you can see, 3 people liked it and 1 person shared it. Now, moving forward, I found a picture of her just in her pineapple socks. And it's a post-workout, you know, getting my workout in, blah, 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 blah. She has over 300 likes, or almost 300 likes, a bunch of comments, and people are very engaged on her page. And this is all just because she never gave up and she just kept posting. And then there's me, Exhibit C. So this is my first little opportunity post that I made when I first joined. And it's very salesy, and it has Team Beachbody written on it. And only Luke liked it. As you guys know, Luke is the leader of the level 2 calls. And I shared it. This share came from me. And so obviously I had a lot of improvement to do on my social media skills. And then here's another one. This picture is not even of me. I found it somewhere on Google. And the text is really ugly. And I just I don't know. I have no idea. I would not post this personally nowadays. And so as you can see, again, just Luke liked it. And then I shared it. And, you know, I was using the program at the time. But the thing is, I didn't understand that, you know, posting pictures of yourself or your challengers and, you know, making them look nice. I mean, it's a whole skill that you just have to learn. And I just want to let you know that it's possible to learn. There's people that are more creative. There's people that are less creative, but there's so many tutorials out there. I mean, honestly, there's so many tutorials out there. And so so I posted a video, you know, just for me being consistent. I posted a video of how I meal prep for the week. I just put the camera on record and just, I don't know, talked about what I made for this round of the 21-day fix. And so, I mean, compared to what I got before, it got 40 likes, 3 comments, 2 shares, and almost 1,000 views. I mean, not bad, right? And then my opportunity post this time has a picture of me in it. You know, it's nice and clean. I kind of used, I kind of copied Carly Del Carlo. If you don't know who that is, she's number 7 in the network. And I learned, and I learned from a top 100 team, and I just wrote a little story, you know, about why coaching has changed my life. And so from this alone, I got 20 people messaging me and commenting me, asking to be in the sneak peek that we're running right now. 20 people compared to nobody. And, you know, I'm no different today that I was last year, except for the fact that I just stayed consistent, and my belief in this business grew. And with that, my team grew. And so I have more confidence about, you know, how I post and what I post, and people see that, people notice that. And so quick social media do's and don'ts before we run out of time. I just want to remind you, and I know Luke went over this. If you were in the level 2 call, he was amazing. He actually showed pictures, but I just want to be very quick with this. Use apps and websites like PicMonkey.com, Canva.com, and apps on your phone to make attractive photos. Attractive photos is everything. And so you just want to make sure your photos are very bright. They're not blurry. You want to add text to them to make them more interesting. And I know, like, Amy showed me Photify, and I'm just so obsessed with Photify. They have it for Android and for iPhone. Love it. And again, I watched a million tutorials, and I'm planning to make my own tutorials. So if you guys would learn better from me, I'd love to. I just got another thing where I can reflect my iPhone onto my laptop and record it. I don't know if some of you guys have seen that tutorial yet, but I'd love to film, you know, just what I do and what I've learned so far. But again, I'm not an expert, and there are coaches who are way more advanced at this, and you can learn better from them too. So just do your research. Google is your best friend. You'll find all kinds of things on YouTube. And so do you post during peak times? I notice a lot, and I made this mistake too. A lot of coaches would post at like midnight or 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. Like, nobody's on 3 a.m. So you want to post ideally, you want to do your 5 posts. And of course, if you want to do your 5 posts, you're going to be spread out ideally evenly. But you want to make your most important posts between 7 and 9 a.m. and between 5 to 10 p.m. So if I'm posting about a challenge group, or I'm posting about a coaching opportunity, or I really, really, really want someone to see a video that I just made, I will save that until those hours. But if it's something random, like a motivational quote, or, you know, perhaps somebody will be online and might see this, then I'll post my less important things. You know, just a picture of me and my dog. You know, I'll just post it during times that perhaps less people are on social media. So you want to be aware of that, and that you will get more hits between those hours, between the peak times. And putting your face into as many photos as you possibly can shows that you're a real person. So always just, you know, posting a picture of just your Shakeology bag or Shakeology bottle without your face in it is completely different than posting about it with your face in it. It's just, people like to see faces. People like to be personable. It just works better. Study the top 25 coaches in the network. So Kayla posted a beautiful list in the team page, the Team Healthier You project page. And so what I did as a branding coach is I stalked the crap out of the top 25 coaches. And it always changes. And, you know, every year there's a new top 25. But there's one thing in common between those top 25 is that they are the top 25. So stalk them, go follow them, look their names up on Facebook, find their Instagrams, whatever social media platform you use, find them, stalk them, study them, copy their style if you like their style. I mean, whatever they're doing is working for a reason. And so my favorite Instagram inspiration is Healthy Happy Me _ that's Carly Del Carlo. And then at Erin _ Morgan is another coach who just got slightly less active because she got a job as a lawyer recently. So she hasn't been posting as many Beachbody things, but if you scroll down, you'll see amazing posts that she does. And she's gained like 70,000 followers, and she's been very successful. And there's a lot more Instagrams. These are just my 2 favorite off the top of my head. Don't use stock images. And what we mean by stock images is images that Beachbody creates for their own advertisements. Those are Beachbody's photos. I mean, we're more than welcome to use them, but it looks so salesy. And the whole thing is that Beachbody is who the salesperson is. Us coaches are not the salespeople. You know, Beachbody needs to make the sales because they're the company, but we as coaches are the support system. So, you know, using the stock images that Beachbody creates works well for them, but it does not work well for us. So, and, you know, you can use logos to attach your photos. So if I'm promoting for the 21-day fix, sometimes I'll post a picture of myself and there'll be like the logo that I'll use, that I'll drag onto my photos. That's totally fine. But make sure that your photos are very original, they're very you and very personal, because people wouldn't give a crap about the products or about Beachbody if it wasn't for the amazing network of coaches. So, you know, think about what makes you stand out and work with that. And posting links on social media page is a huge no-no. And I noticed Amy Silverman, one of her first posts, and I shared this in the level 3. There's a level 3 group for Emerald and above. I shared her like very first post. It had like a link and it said like, join me guys, join me. And I was laughing so hard because knowing Amy Silverman today, it's like, oh my God. But all you know, new coaches don't know any better. And this is just a tip from us veteran coaches, that links just look very salesy. So you should only post them. I mean, you should only send them to people in private after you already ask them why they want the program, what their goals are, and they agreed to purchase. And final remarks. Okay, it's the last slide and we have not run out of time. This is awesome. Okay, final remarks. Work the social media platform you know best. So for instance, some of us do better on Instagram. Some of us do better on Instagram. Some of us do better on Facebook. Some coaches are very successful on Pinterest, which I can't figure out for the life of me. I just go to Pinterest to find motivational quotes to drag onto my desktop and then repost them on Facebook. That's all I do with Pinterest. And so, but some coaches, you know, they attach their blogs. Like for instance, blogging is something that I can never do. There's a lots of people who love blogs who are good at it. You know, Melanie Mitro is a top coach who has a very successful blog in terms of Beachbody, if you want to follow her. You know, don't venture off somewhere you're not comfortable. Like for instance, I'm still working on it, but I'm very bad at videos. And so I probably won't start a YouTube channel, you know, talking, you know, trying to attract people into my YouTube channel. I primarily just use it for tutorials and for making tips about coaching and stuff like that. So I'm uncomfortable venturing off to YouTube. And so I just won't. I'm just going to stick to Facebook and stick to Instagram, and we'll see what else I plan to do in the future. But anyway, just stick to what you know, and, you know, become just very good at pick 1 or 2 social media platforms and just learn everything you can about those platforms. And so I'm going to stop the screen share. And, oh, there's so many of you. This is awesome. So I'm just going to open up the last 8.5 minutes that we have to questions, if anyone has questions. So if anyone has questions, just raise your hand. Nobody has questions? If you don't have questions, then you guys are more than welcome to go. And I'll just end this now. And this is recorded, so if you have any coaches who you think will benefit from this team call, just make sure you share it. And I will upload it momentarily. So I love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.